What's up, man? Checking out the update for this, then I'll probably play some other games. See how this update. Oh, there's a chest down there. And we already got 8 damage. Need some speed. Probably chill on damage items for a while. 8 damage on the second level is pretty nuts. Hello. What's up, man? Just chilling. Got a number of games to play today, but this got updated, so this gets played first tonight, and I'll probably do some DMC, maybe some Mayhem Brawler. I already checked out the KOF All-Star update. I did that off-stream, though. There's a lot of new level chunks. I don't recognize these chunks. It's mostly junk anyway. Take that. I think they nerfed arm core drop rates. You can't stack as much damage now, it seems. I haven't seen an arm core yet. I don't want that. That 8 damage is really, really putting in some work there. Especially with the Grandmaster, which hits so fast. Let's go to Deep Verse. Since the Snake is a really bad matchup with Ace. You take a lot of damage. Let's try to mitigate that. That was a good choice. Gotta start stacking. Gotta start stacking health now. Health is lacking. Make some better decisions on what I salvage. If I can find a shop, I can probably get like a couple health, depending on what the salvage rewards are. Enough speed to clear all those Yoku blocks. Alright, what's in here? Need some health game. Alright, good. Let's re-roll this. Alright, good. That's like all the health I need, pretty much. Wow, that's a god roll right there. Those were some sick re-rolls. It's like as good as it gets. 12 strength now. Some good decisions. The damage. Nuts. This run's been really front-loaded. I don't even really need anything else to drop at this point. It's pretty much just perform. Maybe a little bit more health, but... Already got a lot of damage items. But this is level 4 Industria, so... I might cut to my health surplus here. Damn it. You excited for the new Genesis update, Power Flood? Unless I see cancellation windows get fixed, I'm not sure I care. I like how they're adding the eat wall, the block to the bouncer. It's like, well, why didn't you just have that in the first place? Like you're like directly acknowledging that your game is stiff and sluggish and unresponsive. Like, why didn't you just have that in the first place? Did you make people wait 3 months for it? Like, why do you insist on making this game slow and not fun to play? Who knows though? Patch notes aren't out. You got finals and stuff. Well, I mean, the game's probably going to be down for like 3 days. They're going to do like 3 days of extended maintenance, so I think taking care of your academic responsibilities is wiser than trying to go on that game on release day. Maybe by the time you're done with your finals, the game will be fixed. That's the more mature choice to make. I'm expecting that game to work. Seems like... I mean, I played the old PSO2 pretty much since the start, like, its entire lifespan. They've had more trouble updating New Genesis than any of the emergency maintenances I remember from the original. Like, just randomly takes them like 18 hours to patch the game. The Braver update was like 16 hours or something crazy like that. Cheat that way. Those bots. I think they are bots. If you guys aren't bots, Judith Atkins and Thorith Alair, say something. Say like below. If not, you're gonna get banned. Looks like I've got the YouTube version of Hotspots in here. Like, go. Get out of here. Control somebody who actually has viewers. I don't even know what the point is, because YouTube, like, automatically blocks the links, so I don't even know, like, what the hell they're even trying to accomplish. It's not like Twitch, where... Like Twitch, where you can just go into someone's chat and post a malicious link. Yeah, I don't know what their motive is, because on here it's a lot harder to post spam links. Google, despite all the evil they do, they have really good protection against that. Like, someone can't come in here and post, like, some malicious link that could, like, take over your computer. It will automatically block it. Twitch did not have anything like that for a long time, so people would buy bots and troll people. I guess they make money if you click on it or something. I don't know, they get access to your computer or whatever. But you can't do that on here, so I don't really understand what the point of the bots is. I get a lot of those, but they're already filtered out for me. I don't even see them unless I look for them. All the hotspots on Twitch, that was a big thing this year. Especially people from marginalized groups. They would harass people that, you know, are people of color or LGBT or whatever. Marginalized groups and stuff. Harass them. It's just a really shitty situation. Apparently Twitch would ban you if they were in there while you weren't streaming. That's one of the reasons why I stopped streaming on there. I mean, I don't have anything to lose. No one was really watching me on there in the first place, but I don't need that burden. Why the hell is it the streamer's burden that bots come in there and say the N-word and stuff? Like, come on now. Like, that's your problem as the service provider. That your service is so fragile that people can just make, like, millions of bots and have them all say horrible racial things. Like, why the hell is that even remotely the responsibility of people who stream on your platform? You're supposed to protect us from that. I guess it's a little bit better now, but just the principle of that happening to somebody, that was enough to make me not really want to stream on there anymore. It really shows, you know, what they actually care about. They just care about money. Never mind if you're, you know, a marginalized group streaming on there, which is already hard enough as it is, because the average stream monster has the maturity of, like, a toddler, and they'll just spout off really horrible things to people just because they look different, or, you know, they're not straight, basically. Not straight or white. They'll just spew a bunch of garbage at you. It's really unfair. I don't know what the bots are trying to do here. It just seems like they're just a nuisance. They don't actually pose any threat, which is good. Bots. We got attacked by bots just now. V-Sync's on. Damn it. V-Sync's off. I gotta fix that. Screen tearing. Can't see it? What? Why can you not see it? Hold on. Oh, it does not detect this game for some reason. Let me see if I can fix it. Just give me a second here. Have some patience. Let's try this. XSplit's not detecting it. Hold on. Wow, this is a real pain in the ass. They have to capture this with window capture, which is dumb. Hold on. Probably just have to play this on this scene. Oh wait, it liked it that time. What? Hold on a second. What happened? All I did was change it back. I didn't even get to the part of, like, making the window source. Did it just do that? So all I did was alt-tab out. What the hell, man? Freaking possessed port. That's weird. That is some cursed stuff right there. I don't know. Damn it, I forgot to fix the VSync. VSync's off. Screen tearing gone. What is up with this port? Yeah, it is frozen. Alright, is it fixed now? Is this the new cursed game I can't stream? I have this on the Switch, so it's like it's not really that big of a deal. They gave me a discount for being the owner of the original game. Might just have to wait for them to fix this. Should not be doing that. For whatever reason, it's causing the game source plugin to crash. I have to reset the source. It fixed every other game, and I bought this. Now this is the new cursed game that refuses to be streamed. But I've got a joke. Joke's on you, game, because I have this game on the Switch. Always just play it on there. I had a lot of problems with the demo for this too. This new version. I'm sure they'll fix it. impossible to stream this game anyway because this game is a bitrate destroyer. Back when this game came out, the first version, like 10 years ago, like you couldn't stream this game. Like you need a really high bitrate to stream this because the screen image is like always changing. A lot of games have more static images while you're playing. But this, like, no, you could stream this. If you could stream it, then I think you basically won live streaming if you could. you need a buffer. Now, you know, upload speeds have gotten better. Computers are better, so it's not like it used to be. It used to be a very hard game to stream. I'm streaming at 5K bitrate, so I don't know how it looks for you guys, but maybe not too great. But I know this game looks, it's actually one of the harder games to stream. You can't really stream this on like low bitrate. Just like Bubble Man's level in Mega Man 2. That's another thing that's very hard to stream because the background at the start, the waterfall, really messes up the colors. Like that old ass 34-year-old game is like harder to stream than like Fortnite or something. Ironic. That game is older than most people like streaming or watching on Twitch, but stream and modern stuff. Especially when you're in like double break mode and the screen is like nothing but bullets and stars. Like there's barely any visibility. That's when having a high bitrate kicks in. This game is 10 years old. This update came out earlier this year. I think at the beginning of the year. He gave me a review key for the Switch version. I never played it a lot. Not too worried if it takes them a while to fix this board because I already have it. Kinda wish it wasn't locked at 60 FPS. But I'm sure the game logic is an old game, so I'm sure the game logic is tied to the frame rate. Change it. Next track is fire. The best thing about this game, no animes talking. No screaming animes talking and screaming. That's the best thing this game does. I tried playing Dononpachi Daifukatsu, and they talk and they scream like every 2 seconds. Like, dude, shut up. Can't I just control the ship? Why does it have to be a screaming anime? Toho poisoning well. Side Iojo is even worse. No, this game is just, you just control the ship, and it does not talk or scream. There's no animes in sight. It's glorious. This track's good too. extends here. I don't know how to 1cc this game anyway. This is usually about as far as I get. Mostly just want to unlock Type Z. This credit just got flushed down the toilet. Distracting. We're gonna continue. I haven't played this in a while. Got 80% through the game on one credit. That's not bad. Just paying attention sometimes. This is my favorite boss track. That's like my favorite track of the game. Good boss theme. Look, get to the last level on one credit. That's not bad. And there's a true last boss in this game too, so you gotta be really good at the game or have a lot of extends. You can get a lot of extends in this mode if you're really good at scoring. Not that great shots. It's not good at that much. Can't really do that stuff. Not good resource usage there. That's okay, we got this far out of my way. Very happy with that.
don't like the sound effect of this game. I don't like it. I mean, it would be nice if it played, yeah, the 26 12, but I like it. I don't like the arranged sound effect of this. It just sounds really generic. It's pretty unique. rarely ever get to this point, so Titanic's is first boss. I've also got a bit of radius syndrome right now because the radius syndrome in this isn't that bad. I think they actually took great care to make sure that you couldn't get too bad radius syndrome. Like, you lose some of your powers, but you don't lose, like, it's still, like, it's always my apprehension when they add, like, radius mechanics to the game. Where you're gonna have radius syndrome, too. That's the worst part about the radius games, radius syndrome.
What's up, Radical? You feeling any better, man? Hope so. Oh, it was a rusty run. Kinda it at the end there. Always a pleasure to play this game. Great graphics, great music, great mechanics. Crimson Clover. One of the last really good shmups, in my opinion. I think shmups really went downhill after this game came out. I'll show you guys the best review for the game I was just playing. Really sums up some of the things I like about it. Let me, pull it up here. Here we go. Pure shmup and not a waifu in sight. Dig it. There's no fucking screaming lollies the entire time. That's what's ruined a lot of shmups for me, is the anime shit is just in there. That's why I don't like the newer Dodonpachi games like Daifukatsu and Saidai Ojo, because they talk like every 2 seconds. I'm like, I want to just focus on the game. I don't need some screaming anime saying a bunch of stupid stuff like every 2 seconds. It's really distracting and annoying. As this game is just, you just play a ship, nobody says a word. no annoying animes or anything. I really don't like how they went that direction with the Dodonpachi games, but I guess it was inevitable. The last one came out like 10 years ago. And at that point, you know, Toho was really popular and stuff, so I guess they felt like they needed to cash in on it, but it's just very distracting to me. I'm not a fan of when they do that. I want to just focus on the game. That's what Crimson Clover does really well. I can't really think of many indie shmups that have surpassed that game. Like, most of them don't even come close. Maybe they have, like, better graphics, but I don't really care about the graphics that much. I'll play a game that looks amateurish if it's fun to play. I usually don't let that stop me. There are some exceptions. If the game uses, like, skeletal animation and it doesn't play well, I'm more likely to skip a game like that. But I mean, I'm willing to give something a chance. Shmups have been not in the best state lately. The only other recent one I can think of I've really enjoyed was Natsuki Chronicles is good. I need to go back and finish that. Cyveriar Delta. Those are probably like top 3 modern ones I can think of. The Cyveriar Delta like barely counts because it's kind of like a sort of like a remaster. It is and it isn't. It's kind of like in a weird spot. It's like it is a remaster, but it's not at the same time. But I really like that game too. A lot of the other indie ones I played kind of fall flat. But shmups are very hard to make. They're just like beat 'em ups. They're not as easy to make as people think. And people like to oversimplify like making beat 'em ups and shmups and stuff. It's like, well, just because you're scrolling the screen and you're killing things in both genres doesn't mean that they're easy to make. Like, there's a lot that goes into a good one, which is why there's so many bad beat 'em ups and bad shmups coming out right now. It's legit hard to make a good one. Like on both sides, it's kind of become a lost art over the years. A little bit like blacksmithing. Like there's some people that can do it, but most can't. At best, they come off as like an imitation. I think shmups are in a worse spot than beat 'em ups right now, in my opinion. Yeah, Cave stopped doing shmups. They started doing mobile ones, which I never want to play. I mean, I'm open to playing mobile games. I play a couple mobile games.
Okay.
I'm open to playing mobile games, but a shmup just you can't get that control out of a touchscreen. Plus the aesthetic of the mobile games they make too. It's just like going all in on the waifu shit. Like witches or whatever that scream. It's like, come on now. Just give me a ship. That's a hard task. Just give me a damn ship that does not talk for any reason.
Party time!
I don't know. I don't think Final Fight should be remade. I don't think it should be remade. They should just make a Final Fight. I mean, it's hard to really pass judgment when it's a leak and it's not like something officially announced, but that's just my opinion. As somebody who grew up with the original game. I still think that game is pretty sacred. A lot of, like, even modern beat-em-ups, like, aren't as good as that, which is kind of depressing because that game is, like, almost 33 years old, but A lot of the mechanics we take for granted in action games come from that game.
Not so fast! Party time!
I think it would be better to just make it a clean slate. The game still holds up today, mostly because shit we take for granted, like being invincible during throws and stuff. Like, all those things come from that game. You really need to remake it, like just make a Final Fight. There's a lot less baggage that way too. That's kind of why Streets 4 was mostly accepted.
Okay. That's a good one.
Because it wasn't just trying to be a remake. Even though a remake in both cases would make sense because kind of like dead IPs. But I don't really think making a remake is the answer. Unless it's like Ninja Warriors once again quality, which I don't know if modern Capcom is capable of that. Because that game was made by like as many of the original staff that were either alive or still making games. That's about as authentic a remake as you can get. But all the people that made Final Fight were like most of them long gone. They haven't worked there in ages. Doesn't give me a lot of confidence. As somebody who grew up with that game and saw it in the arcade when I was a kid, I really do think that game is sacred and you should try to mess with it. Unless it's like Zero Mission or Ninja Warriors once again quality. Or like the Odin Sphere remake. It's like it's still the same game, but the mechanics are greatly updated. That's like the big difference between like the Ninja Warriors remake and the Final Fight remake is that they got like almost the entire old staff back. And like the whole thing about it was like this is kind of morbid and depressing, but they're they're old now. They're like in their 50s and 60s. Like,
Okay. Hell yeah!
probably not going to be in the workforce much longer, at the very least, like not making video games. It's like they felt like they had to do it because they might not have much time left. The thing with the Final Fight remake is these people are gone. They work there forever. Very few prolific people that still work in Capcom from that era. Late 80s, early 90s.
Party time! Hell yeah!
Yeah, a lot of the indie beat 'em ups are like that.
Okay. That was a good one. Not so fast! Party time! Oh, relax. time! Okay. That was a good one. Party time! Okay. That was a good one. Not so fast! Mine now! Bust it! Dragon Punch! Party time! Okay. That's a good one.
Well, that's a problem with indie games in general. I mean, they're all inspired by shit from like the 80s and 90s. Unless it's something like this, like Assault Spy, which is obviously heavily inspired by what I'm playing right now. But a lot of times they miss like they made those games so great by like
Not so fast!
a lot of those games still hold up. Like Final Fight is an old ass game, right? But I think people don't realize is that a lot of mechanics we take for granted in a lot of games, not even just action games, but even like first-person shooters and stuff, like they come from that game. Like long animations making you invincible. I mean, even in like Call of Duty and stuff. Like
Party time!
that's a very common thing to see.
Okay. That was a good one.
That's why those games hold up like that.
Hell yeah!
A lot of the other ones like randomly don't have those mechanics. Which is kind of strange because it's like, oh, we figured how to make this good like over 30 years ago. There's no reason to change it. But because it's an indie game, sometimes they think that they need to change things to stick out or stand out. It's like, no, not everything needs to be changed. It's like all the first-person shooters that come out that still have, like, the guns don't feel good to shoot, or there's too many hit-scan enemies, like, we figured that out, like, 30 years ago, too. Like, the guns need to feel good to shoot. You can't have too much hit-scan, otherwise the game feels artificial. But people try to reinvent the wheel, and sometimes things don't need to be reinvented. What's up, Joe?
good one.
How you doing, man? You recording grid matches? Where's the grid matches? Stop gatekeeping. I want to see those great thumbnails for grid matches. Being toxic.
Too easy.
Someone ban that bot, please.
Hell yeah!
You really stepped up your channel. You got really good thumbnails and stuff.
Alright! Not so fast!
Seems like it's working out for you. That's good.
Party time! Okay. That was a good one.
You just need to cover a better game.
Hell yeah!
I don't think there's anybody. I actually don't. I'm just teasing you, but I don't think there's anybody who actually.
Too easy! Oh, relax.
I don't think there's anybody who records grid matches. A lot of the problem with recording grid, though, is that they're on like random streams. Like streams like slightly bigger than mine. Not on like, Team Spooky or big tournaments or whatever. It's almost always a side 30. I don't blame anybody for not providing that resource, but it sucks. I like watching that game. It doesn't get a lot of love on like the other channels fighting games. I know it's CEO last week. It wasn't even on the main stream.
Hell yeah!
The whole tournament was on somebody else's stream. They had like maybe 100 people watching. Like, dude, I'd rather watch Grid than Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 11 is a total snooze fest.
Got some Oh, relax.
Put Grid on the big screen.
Hell yeah!
consensus on Melty Blood? I see like barely anybody talk about it. People like that game. I haven't watched anything on it myself. I don't have an opinion. Seems like people were mostly hyped for it when it got rollback, but then they didn't actually like playing the game. It happens. I'm just curious. I haven't really looked at anybody's opinions for it. At the same time, it's probably a lot like the opinions for this game, where it's like, of course they change things that people might not like, but a lot of the criticism comes from the fact that the other game, the previous game, was so old and people played it for like a decade, and at that point, like, if you change anything, then you're not going to be able to please your fans, your like most dedicated fans. Which is exactly what happened with this game. Like, it was kind of hard to take criticism for this game seriously from a lot of the pros because they have like 10,000 hours in 4, and 4 is objectively a very flawed game. There's a lot wrong with 4. 4 is completely carried by its gameplay. Pretty much everything else about it is way worse than 3. But when you play something for that long, I mean, you're not going to like anything they put out. It's obviously not going to be the same. Especially when there's like a decade between releases. Like, no way they're going to do the exact same thing. They're going to try to update it. When you put like that much time into something, it's just not going to be no matter what. That's a lot of what happened with this game. See, I put my fair share of time in the 4, but not like 3,000 hours or whatever. I didn't like the game that much.
Not so fast!
I was able to approach this game with open mind. Most of them dropped it. Why did they drop it? What exactly is wrong with it? I've watched like no match videos of that game at all. I thought about trying it out, but I'm like, Grid's really the only fighting game I like playing right now. The rest of the other games that are popular right now, it's just... Plus it's like $50, so... Like, I don't know if I want to take that risk.
Chewie, party time! Okay. That was a good one.
You can say that for Kingdom Hearts 3 as well. That game had the exact same problem as did. You know, people have played Kingdom Hearts 2 like it's like science now. When 3 came out and it tried to change some things, admittedly a lot of them were worse. People just weren't very open towards it. It's like, you know, they didn't really intend for people to play Kingdom Hearts 2 for like 10,000 hours. I admire the passion, but I mean, at that point, you're not going to be satisfied. It's not possible to be satisfied. You're going to be so used to the old games. You're obviously not just going to regurgitate, you know, the Kingdom Hearts 2 guys.
Party time!
They're going to try and change it. It's been like, 14 years between the mainline installments. Sense for them to do that. They have to change it. When you put like 10k hours into the game, that's a bad thing. You kind of just have to accept it. It might not be for you anymore. Which is what happened with this, pretty much to a T. I think some of them, they liked the game with mods. They didn't like it without them. I think this is still a fine game without the mods, but the mods make it a lot better.
Oh, relax.
It's a single-player game. There's no leaderboard, so you just play how you want. Not to conform to any rules playing this.
Too easy. Party time. Not so fast. Okay. That's a good one. Hell yeah!
I was kind of the same way with Arise. I gave Arise an honest chance, but you know, it just wasn't like the other games at all. And Awagray's mod does help, but lots of things you can't fix with mods.
Not so fast.
I get that that opinion can be off-putting to people, but
Oh, relax.
like, I get why people didn't like this game. I get why people didn't like Kingdom Hearts 3. Multi-blood, Lumina. They all have the same thing in common. It's like there was no new game for ages, so people played the other ones with like a science. But then they have to try to get new people in because it's not sustainable that way. The same people my age play the game. They have to try to diversify at some point, but usually the vets get alienated in the process, which is exactly what happened with Rise. I'd argue Kingdom Hearts 3 as well, but Kingdom Hearts 3, they kind of turned that game around. Because the post-game content in that, the bosses are like legit good. Some people say they're even better than the ones in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Not so fast.
They turned that game around. That was one of the things people didn't like about 3 was very few humanoid bosses.
Party time. Okay. One six.
Yeah, Muso's in a pretty sad state right now. That's why I haven't been playing it. I really feel like it might be at the point of no return. It really does feel like that. Samurai Warriors 5 was bad. That's why I'm very thankful that I can play other stuff and have people still watch. I'm very thankful for that because I used to be like very heavily typecast Muso. I was like the only thing that I could get people to watch on here, but I I worked really hard and I diversified, and now I can play other stuff. I don't feel like I have to play it as much anymore, which is always a sign of success as a content creator, regardless of how little or how much you make or how many views you get. If you can get people to watch something that's not your main thing, then you're doing something right. I haven't. I never really liked being chained to it. As much as I love Muso games to death, it's just lately they have not been in a good state. I think it really all hinges on what they do with Dynasty Warriors 10. If they go back to charge attacks, I really think I'm just done. I'll just keep playing like Assault Spy and other games I play on here. I'm not gonna go. I don't want to go back to charge attacks again. I really don't. But it's really hard to read what they're gonna do next because I know that they did make some new special attacks in Nine Empires. The characters that got DLC weapons in Vanilla 9, I guess they got new special attacks. So they did declone to like a degree, but they didn't declone anybody else. So it's hard to tell what will happen. The worst case scenario would be that they just go back to charge attacks, which I think is basically confirms that I'm going to be 50 by the time they put out another good game. At least mainline. But I don't know, it could go either way. Just from their habits in the past of like not being able to take criticism well and throwing everything away before they give it time to grow and get better and improve. I don't think that they will keep the 9 combat system. Really seems like they're going to go back to the drawing board again. Well, that's my theory, is that they're not decloning more because they're gonna wipe the battle system clean again. I don't know, it's hard to tell. I just don't want to go back to charge attacks. That's my concern. I don't want to go back to that again. Like, I had enough of that. Dynasty Warriors 9, DW9, despite its flaws, it fixed, like, one of the biggest problems with Muso games is that the characters have different attacks, but you have to go through normal attacks to get to them. And the normal attacks don't have anything interesting about them, most of the time. There are some characters like Motonari and stuff, and like Narutora and stuff, they had like buffs for them, but for the most part, your normal attacks are just filler. And if your good attack is at the end, you're just doing a lot of mashing the button. Now, there are games like Pirate Warriors 3, which I feel like perfected the charge attack system because they had dodge offsetting. So you could still get to the attack you wanted without having to sit through a long string. But they don't want to keep using that for some reason. They keep taking it out. So it's like, you guys already fixed this shit ages ago. Like, you need to stick with it. It's hard to tell what will happen next, but I don't have a lot of faith. I really think they are going to go back to charge attacks. I don't think there's much wrong with Dynasty Warriors 9's combat system. It's just the main problems are the clones and the lack of moveset variety. The moveset variety in Dynasty Warriors 9 is very low. You only have a couple moves. Yeah, and you just repeat them over and over. And it's nice that you can cancel at any time, but the moveset is quite small. And that's what makes the characters feel very homogenized. But that's not something they couldn't fix. They just added more moves or something. I think that would really help. Who knows if they're even going to be smart about this, or they're just going to toss it again. Hey, what's up, Archie? How you doing, man? Haven't been in your streams for a while. Let's see, what next? I can play some Mayhem, I can play some Grid, DW9, play some Assault Spy. Lots of good choices tonight. I don't feel like playing Mayhem Brawler right now. Yeah, I saw you were doing some kind of tournament thing, but I don't play Streets 4 competitively, so I wouldn't enter. I hate scoring in Streets 4. I think it's just like self-harm doing that shit. I'm not a fan of it at all. Oh, hey, I got a donation. I got a donation, so you can play my little thing here. Where did it go? Hold on. Give me a second. My meme got deleted. Let me see, where did I put it? Oh, the community is fine. Yeah, there's no toxicity in the community. It's just the score running is awful. Here you go. There's some T-pose action for you. Thanks, Radical. Just had to gotta rename this. Well, it's just like Bayonetta Pure Platinums. That shit is stupid too. It just legit sucks the fun out of the game. It really makes the flaws really apparent. I think the biggest flaw with score running Streets 4 is the fact that you can't run, so you have to play the game in really weird ways to get around the fact that your characters can't run. Most of them can't anyway. I think it's dumb. Pretty much just gives you the flaws right there. You can't run, so you have to play the game in this really weird, unconventional way to score. I don't really find it interesting. No one on Grid tonight?
I like watching people do it, but I don't like doing it myself. I
Sometimes
just
the most
find it
important
frustrating and
battle
boring.
is the battle within.
Over here! Out of the way! Shall we dance? Follow my lead!
This is it.
Here's the finale! Scorpion time! Take care. Shall we dance? Follow my lead! Here's the finale!
Crimson Hawk Ranger!
Shall we dance? Follow my lead! Check this out! Finale!
I've got this.
No, go ahead. I appreciate lurkers
What I seek
because
is
I
a
lurk
use
a
for my
lot.
power beyond
I watch
fighting.
I watch a lot of Twitch streams around this hour when I go to bed, and like watch them and watch Russian streamers and Korean, Japanese. Like most I can say to them is like hi and good luck and stuff. I just lurk. There's like a pretty massive language barrier. I watch. I can't really interact in their chat, but I still support them. There's a Korean guy who's like inhumanly good at DMC5. I watch him play because he's usually on when I go to bed.
Cat Ranger.
My turn!
That was some jank there. That was a weird trade. This match is not going too well. He made a mistake too.
Slipstream overhead! Slipstream overhead! Shall we dance? Follow my lead! Here's the finale! See how we dance?
Ah, that should have caught him. I call bullshit game. That should have caught him. I'm sorry.
It's forfeit time!
Fuck. That should have killed right there. Didn't push Fierce twice. No assist, no meter. Should have meter.
Slipstream out of slipstream over slipstream over. See how we dance? Follow my lead. Here's the finale.
Time's up.
Well, still won. what a train wreck
Frog
that
has
was.
its day.
Everybody was dropping. Glad I kept him in hit stun. That's how I won. Yeah, the season reset, so that's probably why it's harder to get matches. Looks like I placed pretty high. I'm still platinum. Yeah, see, it's giving me somebody who, like, just bought the game because it's desperate to give me a match.
I'm not afraid to lose. I'm afraid to give up.
Could be a Smurf account, though. You never know.
See how we dance? Follow my lead. Time for action. Here's the finale.
It's forfeit time! All you get! And may the power protect you all.
See how we dance? Follow my lead. Here's the finale. I was itching for a good fight. Thanks. Next time, let's make it a great one.
Sometimes the most important battle is the battle within.
Shall we dance? Follow my lead. Here's the finale. Get back.
Oh, that's not good. Big mistake there. I think this match is over. One mistake. Welcome to Grid. Yeah, this match is over.
Go, go, Megaforce!
One crucial mistake. Kept trying to whip punish. Yeah.
Sweet.
I think I'm just gonna let you win this one. Hard to recover from a happy birthday in this game. Alright, let's go, Gokai Yellow. I definitely could have won that one. I took out his assist. One of his assists. But nope. My assist was still out there. He hit them both. No coming back from that. Point of no return. It's probably gonna give me a lot of better matches. Now that the season has reset. Well, get a run back. No, this is a tough match for me because it's very anti-rushdown.
I'm not afraid to lose. I'm afraid to give up.
2, 1. Fight.
Snack time! Tasty treat?
And may the power protect you all.
Snack time!
This pressure is insane. This team is so busted. I love it. I think I'm gonna get perfected.
Sweet treat!
No perfect, at least. Well, never mind. I can get killed off this.
Hold it right there!
Beat 6.
Eat fire! Your time is up!
Alright, I think maybe I'll do like one more game tonight. Actually, did some pretty intense gaming tonight. I did DMC 5, I did Grid, I did Crimson Clover, and I did 30XX. Those are like my usual rotation games. I might feel like playing something else. It is my day off today, so I can game as long as I want.
Xeno Crisis.
This game has like really crappy options, just like the game they made after this, which is Battle Axe. I did not like that game. Let's give this game a shot. Man, that music. Love it. Great soundtrack.
Make your selection. Commencing operations. Your mission begins now.
Yeah, the game doesn't have volume options. Should be a little better now.
Room cleared. The enemy. Room cleared. The enemy. Room clearing. Room cleared. Rescue the humans. Shotgun. Room cleared. Room cleared. Look at the size of that thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Area cleared.
Yeah, it was a Genesis game that they made, homebrew.
Make your selection.
This game came out a couple years ago. But because they're a business and they want to make money, they were smart. They ported it to modern consoles. It's on Switch, Xbox.
Looks like you're in for a fight.
So a lot of these like actual retro games that like actually run on old platforms, they keep them on there and they don't port them.
Over there.
Their reasoning is usually like, oh, we want to keep it authentic. It's like, well, okay, well, you're not going to make your money back. Like, 10 people are going to buy the game.
Room clear.
Kind of have to put it on modern
Rescue
consoles.
the humans.
I mean, unless you're okay with just losing a ton of money. But yeah, this game does run on a Genesis.
Room clear. The
And the
enemy.
soundtrack, hot stuff.
Room clear. Rescue the humans. Flamethrower. Room clear. Room clear. Shotgun. Game over.
It continues? No? Yes, no.
Continue.
Get credits. I'll play that more later. They made a game after that that was not very good, unfortunately. I did not like that game. That game seems a lot better. Well, the game they made after that was also crowdfunded, and unfortunately it just was not very good. I really didn't enjoy it. Got a lot of things right. The graphics and the music, the soundtrack was great, but it just didn't feel as good as the arcade games it was trying to mimic. It felt like a really high-end imitation, I guess would be the word for it. Like, it looks the part, it sounds the part, but it doesn't play the part. I think Xeno Crisis, what little I played there, seems like a much better put-together game. It's a shame, but Battle Axe should have been a lot better, but the gameplay was the worst part. It's like when you're selling an arcade game for $30, you gotta knock it out of the park with the gameplay. This is their second game, which I bought on Switch, and I thought it was not very good. This is made by the same people as that game I was just playing. This is somebody from my community who wrote a review. This review pretty much sums it up. I mean, it was an alright game. Most I'd want to ever experience in this game again was the soundtrack. Just felt like they didn't know how to actually make an arcade-based game, which is weird considering the people that made it. Zero replay value, especially since it forces a 1cc, so they don't have anything to unlock, which is something we kind of figured out like 20 years ago, back when Soul Calibur came out for Dreamcast and they had a bunch of shit to unlock. It's like, well, you can't charge full price for an arcade game anymore. It just doesn't work. If you do, there has to be a lot of shit in there to unlock. Characters or modes, or have like some kind of mode that is more than just playing the game again. They do have that in this game. They have the infinite mode, but the problem is there's no like real interesting upgrades. Like, you can essentially just max your character out in a couple levels. Nothing really changes. I feel like they threw that in to try to make the game look like it had more value, but this is all the power-ups in the game. And New Game Plus mode, there's no new upgrades or anything, so it's kind of just like... Really felt like, look at these graphics, the game is so beautiful, but gameplay-wise, it's not good. I hope they don't give up. I hope they make something else, but I don't think this game did too well. I mean, I guess they crowdfunded it, so who knows how much they spent after that, but hopefully, if they make a third game, they'll take the best things from both of them, both the games they made, and they'll make something a little better. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and get to bed. I'll be doing the Dorito Pope's Game Awards later today. I have off today, so I might do 2 streams today. I might go to the Game Center, I might not. That donation's going to go towards whatever they shadow drop today. They might shadow drop something I like. A couple years ago, they shadow dropped Hades. I don't remember what they did last year, but you know, the shit they shadow drop, it's not like it's Halo Infinite or anything. It's usually like stuff like this game I'm looking at. You know, average person probably wouldn't like it, but I would eat that shit up. So we'll look into that later. I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. Thanks for watching. Probably after I eat lunch, I'll probably hop on again, probably play some more games and stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and get to bed now, or at least try to. If I can't sleep, I'll probably turn on the stream. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the donation. I'll see you guys either right... Well, let me see. Exactly when is the Game Awards? What time is it at? I need to check that. Because if I decide to go out today, I need to make sure I'm back in time. Let me see. I think it's 5 my time, 5 PST. 4:30. I guess I could go to the game center for a little bit and hang out. It's leaning towards no. Because the public transportation here, the rideshare, it's been very backed up. I guess a lot of people quit or they got laid off or something. I don't have a lot of faith that I could get back at 4:30 unless I left here at like noon. So I might just stream until the Game Awards and then maybe a little bit after, depending on what gets shadow dropped. See you guys later.